Soham was a sales agent living in Mumbai. He had recently joined one of the biggest companies in the real estate industry. Though he had been working there for only a few months, Soham had one goal in life: to earn lots of money. And he was truly passionate about his work. Within just a short time, he became the top-performing employee in terms of property sales. His boss started assigning him the majority of the major projects. At the office, Soham had also made a friend, Ritu. She too was a sales executive like him. They started spending a lot of time together, and soon they fell in love. One day, Soham's boss gave him a massive project and asked him to sell the property as quickly as possible. Soham immediately started searching for buyers. Within a few days, he found a suitable buyer, but both the property and the client were in Pune. That meant Soham had to travel there himself. He was a bit stressed about it, though, because Richu's birthday was just 2 days away. So Soham came up with a plan. He would take Richu to Pune under the pretext of introducing her to a client. Once they reached the property, he'd surprise her with a birthday celebration. Everything went as planned. On her birthday, Soham and Richu set off for Pune. They were enjoying the trip, laughing, talking. Soham took the Mumbai-Pune expressway, and seeing the road almost empty, he got excited and started driving at high speed. Richu turned up the music volume. The car sped along the empty expressway, and as they approached a tunnel, Soham increased the speed even more and dimmed the headlights for fun. The tunnel looked eerily quiet under the soft lights. Their music echoed through it. Excited, Soham pushed the accelerator further. But suddenly, he saw something: a woman wearing an old saffron-colored sari standing in the middle of the road. Due to the high speed, Soham couldn't stop in time. The car hit the woman. He slammed the brakes and sat frozen in the driver's seat for a couple of minutes in shock. Then he and Richu got out and began searching for the woman's body. But there was nothing, not even a trace. The tunnel was completely empty, enveloped in an unnatural silence. Richu tried to calm him, suggesting it might have been a hallucination in the dark. As they talked, Soham realized it was midnight. Richu's birthday had officially begun. He decided to push all worries aside and celebrate. He hugged Richu happily, opened the car's trunk, and took out a cake he had brought for her. Richu was delighted. Just as she was about to cut the cake, she suddenly froze like a statue. Soham called her name, shook her, but she didn't respond. He had no idea what was happening. Then, he looked into the car's side mirror and what he saw made his blood run cold.
Behind Richu stood the same woman in the saffron sari, now covered in blood. Her face was horribly mangled, her eyes bulging, lifeless. And the scariest part, she wasn't visible outside the mirror. She was only seen in the reflection. Suddenly, Richu's body began to shake violently. Her face turned pale, and blood started oozing from her nose, mouth, and eyes. It looked like something had possessed her. She slowly turned towards Soham and began laughing in a horrifying voice. Terrified, Soham jumped into the car and drove away as fast as he could, tears streaming down his face. He pulled out his phone to call the police, but before he could explain anything, he realized something shocking. He had somehow returned to the exact same spot where he had left Richu. There she was, sitting on the roadside, crying. Relieved, Soham rushed out and hugged her. She didn't say anything, just hugged him tightly. But then, she slowly looked up at him with a smile. That smile turned eerie, and before Soham's eyes, her face began changing. She turned into the same blooded woman in the saffron sari. Before Soham could react, she grabbed his throat and started strangling him, screaming in rage. He felt intense pain in his chest, as if someone was crushing his heart from inside. Suddenly, a truck came to a screeching halt nearby. The driver jumped out and threw a powder-like substance on Soham. Instantly, the woman vanished. Soham turned around to see Richu unconscious on the side of the road near the car. The truck driver helped him get her into the car and insisted they leave the tunnel immediately. As they drove out, The driver revealed the horrifying truth: this was the bottom tunnel, rumored to be haunted. Years ago, a famous Hindi film actress had died in a brutal truck accident right inside this tunnel. Since then, her spirit had haunted the place, claiming the lives of travelers. He told Soham that what people often assumed to be road accidents were, in fact, the doings of her spirit. The powder he had thrown was a kind of vibhuti, sacred ash. He applied some to Richu's forehead too. Soon after, she regained consciousness but had no memory of what had happened. But Soham knew. They had just escaped death. To this day, many travelers believe that the tunnel on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway is